Inside President William Ruto's plan to divide Mount Kenya region, as it can be seen clearly only for those who are myopic. One, the choice of Kithure Kindiki was not by accident, it was by choice. It is something that they had choreographed earlier on. Now, remember, earlier on when Gathoni Wamushomba, the MP, was saying that the choice that these people wanted was Kithure Kindiki from the start, actually. There were many people that President were to deputize President William Ruto before the elections. But there were two horses who remained strong in that race. That was Rigathi Gachagua and Kithure Kindiki. Later on, a vote was taken for the second round, and still Kithure Kindiki won the race to become the deputy president. Nonetheless, there are those who advised President William Ruto, hey, you need an administrator, you need someone who knows how to wake up in the morning and answer to a call of their bosses. Kindiki is not that person. And Ruto, through that, those people thought that they had convinced him through that, and he chose Rigathi Gachagua to be the deputy president, to be the running mate. So should he be elected president, he will automatically become the deputy president. What these persons didn't know that Ruto was actually a politician who sees ahead. Later on, he knew very well that he will disown and make sure that Rigathi Gachagua is thrown into the coldest corner of politics. And now he will choose Kithure Kindiki. And remember when I was telling you there was that plan to have Kithure Kindiki launch projects, and it will be in the name of Kithure Kindiki is the one pushing government to have projects done within Mount Kenya, other than the deputy president, who was Rigathi Gachagua, who is not actually even fighting for your interest. Nonetheless, he's still fighting for his own personal gain. And they will convince their people through this, even in the secret pact that they did sign the 30% for the ANC or for the Western Kenya, for the Luyaland. You will see clearly people had given themselves shares, but there was nowhere you could see Mount Kenya in that share holding. Now, Ruto knew so well that he will play a card of Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. And I would really like to tell the people of men of the mountain that don't you accept to be divided alongside regions, because Ruto knows so well in the application of 48 laws of power, he needs to use the divide and rule, because automatically he's lost the favor and he's not the popular candidate again as he used to be back in Mount Kenya. And remember, in this video, I told you anyone who is saying that Kikuyus are tribal, I will not accept that. I'll not agree with you, because as I said, there were three candidates. There was Mwaura, who was a Kikuyu. There was Raila Amolo Odinga, who was coming from the Luo region. And there was also William Samoei Ruto from the Kalenjin. Yet, the Agikuyu decided to leave one of the Yahon, who was the Agikuyu Mwaura, and decided to support Raila and Ruto. So, as much as Ruto became the president and Raila did not, but still, remember, Raila got votes also from Mount Kenya. However few they were, but he still did get them. Now, what am I trying to bring in this scenario? I'm trying to debunk any rumor or anything that somebody is trying to justify the Agikuyu being tribal. What I'm trying to show here is how the President William Samoei Ruto is trying to take advantage of these cards. Remember, politics is a game of chess. Now, he knew very well if he had chosen Kindiki by then, there was no way he would have divided the mountain. They will be united from the word go. Now, having played with their emotions right now, you see some people are deeply hurt by the fact that Rigathi Gachagua is impeached and a replacement is already there. We have a new deputy president who is Kithure Kindiki, Abraham, as his boss calls him. Now, The Ameru are feeling so warm in the political corner since one of their own, their son, Kithure Kindiki, is the deputy president, leaving the other side of the mountain feeling so cold and feeling betrayed. So this is a card that Ruto tries to think maybe might destabilize the region politically to an extent that they might not even know whom to support, because next time when Ruto files a candidate, it will be tough for them to support. So you will see those votes being divided. And maybe, I don't know, if Raila Odinga is in the pocket of William Samoei Ruto, I don't know if he will be able to convince the Nyanzal people to vote for William Samoei Ruto again. But for the sane-minded Kenyans, they already know that inside Ruto's plan, there is nothing good that will benefit Kenyans. Now that the president himself acknowledged that for a long time he's been lonely in the executive corner of this government, and he wishes that Kithure Kindiki will help him deliver, which he did not manage to do within the 2 years. So he acknowledges that within 2 years there's totally nothing that they have done. So do you think that the existence of Kithure Kindiki will make the economic status of the country better? Do you believe that the education sector will be better than it is? Do you think the health sector will improve? Do you think the agricultural sector will improve? Let us keep watch and see, because what we've seen under the watch of Kithure Kindiki as a CS for Interior are people who are being unalived, the Gen Z's abductions. We've seen protesters being gunned down. We've seen so much atrocities committed to the people of Kenya. Yet when you speak up, you either disappear, forced disappearances, or you are abducted. So this government has been mad with a lot of dictatorship cronies. That if you look through the third eye, you'll realize that William Samoei Ruto is following into the steps of the late president Toretich Moi. You see, he used to, believe that he's above the constitution. Like yesterday, it was a great insult to the intelligence of Kenyans when Mudavadi, Kithure Kindiki, Ruto himself, saying that we are showing the international community that we are a democratic nation and that we uphold the rule of law. Which rule of law? If you cannot follow simple instructions from the court, which is applying the same constitution that you're saying the rule of law. We've seen you defying law clearly, even in this impeachment. In the other cases, we've seen the government defying laws. So we wonder, which kind of laws are you people saying that you uphold and you follow for a very long time? So it is so disheartening to see that the government is trying to blindfold us and making us believe that something good is happening for the Kenyans. Nonetheless, this is what Rick G needs to do. I saw him yesterday back in his compound at home and saying that he's enjoying the breeze back at home. Now, Rigathi Gachagua can take this opportunity and become one of the most powerful opposition leaders. For instance, he now knows most, if not all, of the secrets in the Kenya Kwanza administration, and he really needs to come out well and plan himself to be the de facto opposition leader. Now, apart from that, even if by law he's barred from, registering a political party, I'm not sure about that, since after impeachment, you are not allowed to vie for any political office, and that is the route that William Samuel Ruto was actually uprooting. Um, let them find a party of their own as the people of the mountain. Let them find the torchbearer. If Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will choose and rally support behind that person. But again, if that is according to the political plays that we understand happens in the political realm within the borders of Kenya. Now, if you really want good leadership, then we really need to walk out of those tribal cocoons of our own or filing our own into the presidential bid. But We should make sure that the people whom we are electing uphold a high interest in integrity. Integrity has no percentage. It's either you have you uphold integrity or you don't have it. These are a value. Unfortunately, most of the leaders that we are seeing in the top political realms are people whom have committed so much atrocities that it's so hard to find a candidate or a politician who is not mad with the cases of corruption or scandals. But someday I did say I have one person in mind, and that is Miguna. And I might be wrong, but trust me, from my perspective, I think Miguna can make the best president, because for me, I know all the injustices that have been committed, if not most of the injustices, or if not all, will be reversed, and those who are behind them will be behind a buzzer. The rule of law shall take its course, because one thing I know, there are the really bad things that Uhuru did during his tenure. There are really bad things that Ruto is currently doing. Raila Amolo Odinga. These people, they have mistreated us for a very long time. They have held us into captivity. And now, if we have a president like Miguna, we are so sure that these people will serve a jail term equivalent to the atrocities that they committed to the people of Kenya. Otherwise, that is my own analysis. I don't know what you think. You can comment your opinion in the comment section below. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our page for regular updates. If you're watching us from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button, so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.